Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Our teacher for this week is Jack Cornfield. And I have a beautiful message from him ready for you. Here we go. For survival, the human mind craves certainty. We strive to understand, categorize, and control. Our minds desperately scratching through all of the noisiness in the world for a shred of certainty is often the biggest source of our anxiety. Because life in all its beautiful complexity often presents us with the unsettling truth of not knowing. Can you tolerate this truth? Can you tolerate the truth of not knowing? Beatrix, a very good morning. It is great seeing you. Hello. Danae, good morning. Sunbody, good morning. Hello, beautiful people. Love sharing this space with you. Right, the first thought from Jack Cornfield is, it only takes a few minutes of meditation to directly realize we are a river of sensations, feelings, thoughts, perceptions. How can we navigate this evanescent river of life wisely? With mindful awareness and love, it becomes clear. You can fight against the river of change or use its wisdom to teach you how to graciously move and create and flow with a full measure of joy and sorrow, gain and loss, praise and blame that make up every human incarnation. He says every human incarnation are made up of these opposite experiences, joy and also sorrow, gain and also loss, praise and also blame. Anthony, good morning. Great seeing you, dude. Hello. So how do we navigate all of this wisely? Our outer world is a constant barrage of noise. And as the quote above mentions, our inner world is mostly really noisy too. Where do we find the wisdom to graciously move and create and flow through this human experience? The next thought from Jack Cornfield is, built on the foundation of concentration is the third aspect of the path of awakening. It is clarity of vision and the development of wisdom. The development of wisdom is what he mentions. Where is it that we find this wisdom? We are, each of us, connected to Source. What flows through me flows equally through you. If God is to be found in any place, then you will have to explore your own connection to that place, and that can only be found within you, your eternal soul. Linda, good morning. Awesome seeing you. Hello. Is it necessary that we have complete knowledge in order to access wisdom? Is it necessary that every time we ask, we get a clear answer? No, because real wisdom understands the very real human condition. And perhaps the biggest gift that wisdom offers is how to deal with the reality of not knowing. I love this very simple quote from Jack Cornfield. He says, "The wise heart is not one that understands everything. The wise heart is the heart that can tolerate the truth of not knowing. The wise heart is not the one that has absolute knowledge and absolute understanding of everything, because wisdom understands the reality of being a human being. The wise heart is the heart that can tolerate the truth of not knowing." In summary, Jack Cornfield's message for us today is this: the river of life is filled with sensations, feelings, thoughts, perceptions, joy and sorrow, gain and loss, praise and blame, all make up every human incarnation. And we only navigate this well when we develop wisdom. And then the foundation of wisdom lies in coming to terms with the truth that there is so much we will never know. Can you tolerate the truth of not knowing? Today's meditation is a journey towards your own inner wisdom, an opportunity to become quiet enough to hear your soul speak. Today's meditation is the Serenity Prayer, which is a moment of just listening. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and we'll float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. Continue your own full body breathing. Feel how your body rises with every inhale. And slowly feel into how your body falls with every exhale. We are all connected to Source. What flows through me flows through you. What flowed through every wise teacher in the past flows equally through all of us. That means we could all practice listening, and we can all become better at listening. Yet, in our human incarnation, we are dealing with a human body and a human mind. And wisdom understands that we're having a human experience. And therefore, wisdom never expects us to be all-knowing, to understand everything, to retain every little bit of knowledge we've ever consumed. Wisdom itself understands that there is so much that we cannot know. So perhaps wisdom's greatest gift is the ability to find peace in the truth of not knowing. And I love this phrase by Jack Kornfield, the truth of not knowing. Because we will encounter the truth of not knowing every day. Have you found peace in the truth of not knowing yet? Our journey today is the Serenity Prayer. And we take the opportunity to ask wisdom, ask our soul to remind us of where to let go and when to take action. Can you also balance that with sometimes just not having clarity over any of this? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left. And forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. And as you release, focus on your spine. See if you can tilt your head to the left while tilting your hips to the right, curving your spine into an S from your head down to your tailbone. And now see if you can change the direction. Can you tilt your head to the right and your hips to the left? It takes a little bit of coordination. Let's do it again. Tilt your head to the left, your hips to the right. time, your head to the right and your hips to the left. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, take a moment to have a conversation with Source, with wisdom, with your soul. We are here to practice listening. So as you have this conversation, make it clear, I am here to listen. Take your next big breath. I love the Serenity Prayer. In 3 short sentences, it gives us almost all of the guidance we need. And I love turning those sentences into questions and asking for guidance directly. The first sentence of the Serenity Prayer is, God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. In other words, help me be at peace with the things that are beyond my control. Help me deal with what is out of my control serenely, which is why it's called the Serenity Prayer. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, repeat that first sentence to yourself a few more times. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. How does your body feel about those words? Take your next big breath. And then we turn that first line into a question. We're asking, God, please point out one thing to me specifically, because I'm human and I forget. What is one thing that I need a reminder of? One thing that I need to let go. Stop trying to change. Stop trying to control. Please point out one thing to me. Then take your next big breath and listen. The Serenity Prayer says, not absolutely everything should be accepted. Some things should be changed. And this is why we're asking for some clarity. Help us by pointing something out specifically. The second line of the Serenity Prayer asks, God, give me the courage to change the things that I can change. God, give me the courage to change the things that I can change. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, repeat that line to yourself a few times. How does your body respond to those words? Take your next big breath. Are you able to ask these questions without any desperation for an answer? Are you able to ask these questions trusting that your soul knows, and the answer will come when you are ready? This is, in a way, what Jack Cornfield spoke about when he spoke about the truth of not knowing and asked, can you handle the truth of not knowing? Because sometimes the answers are clear, but other times they're not. Can you deal with the truth of not knowing? The last line of the Serenity Prayer is really where the magic is. God, grant me the wisdom to know the difference. Also, speaking about wisdom, the way Jack Cornfield did. Because if I keep trying to control things that are out of my control, I will just waste energy. Energy that could have been spent changing the things that are mine to change. Please give us the wisdom to know the difference. How does your body feel about that last sentence? God, grant me the wisdom to know the difference. Take your next big breath. So we'll bring the Serenity Prayers, ask for serenity, together with Jack Cornfield's reminder that we're often going to not know. And Jack Cornfield, when he speaks of wisdom, says this is what wisdom offers. It offers us peace in the not knowing. The Serenity Prayer asks for wisdom too. So as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, let's make the ask. God, please allow me to find serenity when it's not so clear. When it's not so clear where to take action and where to surrender. When I don't know, please help me find serenity. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness enters and settles in every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving as you slip out of that breath-holding space. I'll read to you one more time today's quotes by Jack Cornfield. He says, it only takes a few minutes of meditation to directly realize we are a river of sensations, feelings, thoughts, and perceptions. How can we navigate this evanescent river of life wisely? With a mindful awareness and love, it becomes clearer. You can fight against the river of change, or you can use its wisdom to teach you how to graciously move and create and flow with the full measure of joy and sorrow, gain and also loss, praise and also blame that make up every human experience. He says, built on the foundation of concentration is the third aspect of the path of awakening. It is clarity of vision and the development of wisdom. But then he speaks about this wisdom, because even though it does bring us clarity of vision, it understands that we are human, and sometimes we don't know. He says the wise heart is not the heart that understands everything. The wise heart is the heart that can tolerate the truth of not knowing. Can you tolerate the truth of not knowing? We have a few more minutes of silence left. And the invitation is for you to get back to that conversation with Source itself. What is one thing that I need to let go of? What is one thing that I need to take action on? Have the conversation, see if the answers become clearer, and also embrace the wisdom of not knowing. I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the opportunity to spend a bit of time just being open to listening. Open to listening to Source speak. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for becoming better at listening. And it's quite a process. We need to listen to everything inside there so we can find familiarity with how the fears speak. Because they are the loudest voice, the fears. And when we have that familiarity, when we've helped the fears calm down a little bit, then slowly we find it easier to listen to that whisper of wisdom. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for clarity in the moments that it comes. Take a deep breath in. And thank you for the reminder that the wise heart can find peace even when clarity does not come so easily. The wise heart finds serenity even when it's not so clear where to let go and where to take action. Thank you for more wisdom. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for being on this journey with us. Bridget, it is great seeing you. Hello. Awesome having you live with us for a moment. We are blessed. Shaquille, thanks for popping in. I hope you had a bit of time to sit down with us. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sunmarie. Thank you, Beatrix. Have yourselves a beautiful day and see you again soon. Ciao, ciao.